Hey crypto friends, for those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Celestia TIA charts and we're going to see where it might be headed, and we will cover both bullish and bearish scenarios as well, just to simply cover all of the possibilities. Now, for those of you who love trading crypto futures and would like to try out the same exchange that I use on a regular basis, feel free to go ahead and try out the Blofin exchange with the link in the video description down below this video. Now, the reason why I absolutely love using this exchange is because they allow anybody from anywhere to be able to sign up and trade crypto futures. So if you're from the United States and you want to trade crypto futures, you can do it right here on the Blofin exchange. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at Celestia TIA on the macro charts or the daily chart and see what we've got going on here. As we can clearly see, Celestia has not been performing the greatest lately. A lot lately. We've been having some pretty big inflows into altcoins lately, but Celestia has kind of been slumping on that and has not been really gaining much liquidity at all. As you guys can clearly see, we have been in a big, gigantic downtrend ever since, ever since February, ever since early February. It's just been pretty much straight down ever since. Now, we've had a couple upswings going back up to the upside here and there, but those aren't really big upswings. They're just your basic higher, they're basically your price action going back up before coming back down, obviously, as you guys can clearly see that. But what is currently happening right now is we are trading between $4.14 and $7.72 on the macro scale. Now, what I could see happening here is obviously we have been consolidating within this area here between, literally right between $5.42 and, let's see here, $6.08 specifically, as you guys can clearly see on the charts here. Now, we are also pretty much technically in oversold territory as well, as we are below the 50 on the RSI and we are below the moving average on the RSI as well, okay? We are going to start needing to see some positive inflows coming into TIA in order to start moving back up to the upside. Now, the level that I personally see as a good solid level to start feeling bullish on is if we can reach this $12 level once again. All right, I personally feel that once we start moving upwards and first of all breaking this downtrend and then going up and breaking this resistance area of $7.72 and then start heading higher and creating some higher lows in this range between $7.72 and $12, my guess is we will gain enough momentum to finally go through this $12 level. And this is kind of the big level that I want to personally see before I personally start to feel extremely bullish again on Celestia. And we've got a good solid chance to go back up and breach the range high up here at $21.19. Now, if that doesn't happen and if liquidity continues to be taken out of Celestia and people continue to sell their hodl bags, well, that's a whole different story. We could end up going below this $4.14 level and going even lower than that, all right? It would suck, but there is a good possibility that we could end up going all the way down to, you know, we've got support down here at that's that $4.14 level. So below that, our next support level is right around $2.92 right in this area, and that's from a high that we created on November of 2023. So realistically, once we go through this $4.14 level, if that does end up happening, we're going to be looking down lower at $2.93, and that is not going to be good for Celestia one bit whatsoever. But overall here, guys, Celestia has not really been following the overall altcoin market cap here. Usually when altcoins go upwards, usually a lot of the big mainstream top tier, high market cap altcoins go up with it. But Celestia realistically hasn't been doing that. So I really don't know what it's going to take for Celestia to go back up. Obviously, it's going to take, more and more people with more capital that are going to buy into Celestia in order for that to happen. We need more people to buy in and less people to continue selling, okay? It's a simple supply and demand dynamic here going on. We've simply got more people selling than the amount of people that are buying, and the amount of people that are buying are not buying enough to offset the amount of people that are selling. So we need to start seeing more people buying rather than selling here. So guys, before I go ahead and wrap this video up, if you feel like you enjoyed this one and got some decent value out of it, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the like button below the video, and leave me a comment below on your personal thoughts on where you think the price of Celestia is going to go here in the short to midterm. And hey guys, with that said, for those of you guys who stuck around and watched this entire video throughout the whole thing, thank you guys very much. I appreciate all of you for watching, and I hope to see all of you in my future videos.